He's probably drinking and flying.
Would that be something I would do?
There you go. See, he's eating dinner. He's probably stuffing his face right now. It's probably dropping in his computer, and he won't be able to tank.
And so that's what I was doing.
Stop eating, Sin.
Had some grilled steak and grilled corn and grilled potatoes and.
Oh man, just grilling it up tonight then.
Well, everything was grilled except for the green bean bundles. Those were baked.
That's not bad, man.
Oh, it was delicious.
There you go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jet, are you tanking? What the hell, man? Screaming.
He's tanked before, you know it.
Oh, I know. I was like screwing with him.
If you're here, come on, zone in.
The army of the light stands ready.
We are on normal, seeing nobody showed up yesterday for off night.
Lend what assistance you can. Illyria is leading the forces there and will be able to direct your efforts.
So we're gonna do Gorath, Maiden, and kill Jaden on normal?
Yeah, and then we'll head right into Heroic.
And Avatar.
Sounds good.
Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar, that dude.
No, we're gonna skip Avatar.
If only.
Be nice.
Well, may I get a summon? Because I'm kind of stuck in a hole in the middle of nowhere.
Alright.
Be nice.
That's what she said.
Aren't you a mage?
We'll just leave you in the ground.
Yeah, I am a mage. I guess I could teleport to Dalaran and then fly. I'll do that. I'm in the middle of teleporting.
TV's up.
Yours being wasted.
Well, I was in the middle of trying to get a new mount.
What mount?
Oh, which one?
The biggest pain in my ass and most expensive mount I've ever gotten.
Which one's that?
The Lucid Nightmare.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, I've been actively assisting in trying to solve that puzzle. Me and Raina got really close on that last one. We didn't quite solve it before they did, but we were like, oh, I'd say if we'd have been working on it by ourselves for another hour or two, we'd have probably figured it out. I mean, I tried everything from an alphanumerical to everything else except for the fucking anagram. I hadn't quite started on that one yet, but we figured out a goblin, and it was in a neutral goblin city somewhere. We just didn't know which one yet. And I was in Gadget Zan checking that one when they found him in Ratchet.
Nah.
The Legion opened a portal that is spewing forth a swarm of foul imps.
Yeah, Vitoro, there's another mount riddle that came out with 7.3, and it's not done yet to my knowledge. They're still working on it.
How do you start it?
It's in Dalaran. I'll show y'all afterwards if y'all want to start it, but
yeah, okay.
I don't know. I don't think it's done yet. I know that's where I was at just now, and getting the one I just did is going to cost everybody a lot of money. So you might want to wait. Somebody in the guild has specific tailoring patterns anyway.
Tailoring pattern.
Yep. To simplify it, after you get the first clue, you have to go to Ulduar and do a puzzle. Easy one. Then you got to go do AQ40 and then do like a Bejeweled type game for probably anywhere between 5 and 25 minutes. And then once that's done, you go to Deep Home, and there's a cave in a cave in a cave, and then a hole, and you go down there, and then you click on a plaque, which made no fucking sense at all at first. It took them 3 days to figure that one out, but finally they got it. And to get that one, you have to go to a goblin and ratchet, and the only clue is that you just have to be there to see him. Once you've seen him, then you have to equip certain items. By the way, I'm zoning in. The items are a shadow weave mask, which is a discontinued pattern to my knowledge, because there is no location to learn that pattern in tailoring. And it's shadow weave mask. And it has to be the mask, not the hood. And there's a few people that still have it.
I may or may not, or may know someone that does. After this, let me find out for you. I might know somebody.
Oh, I've already got one now.
Okay.
Luckily, we found a couple on the AH, but they're for like 25K now. Is what they're selling for.
Yeah, because as I said, I've been playing this game since almost the very beginning, so I'm pretty sure either me or someone in my family has it, because I know my brothers still play. We've been playing since way back.
Yeah, steer there, Mav.
Yeah. And it's saying that they re-added the pattern from drops from Dark Iron Dwarves in Searing Gorge with a... What is it?
It's like a 1% probably.
3%?
Oh yeah. Either way, you'll be farming for a while to get one.
Yeah.
But you need the
shadow... Beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, you need the shadow weave mask, a mist something robe, and I found a look-alike that worked. It's the Elder Robes of Intellect item level chest, an azure silk cloak or a look-alike thereof. I used a white version, but it has to have the same model. And red mage weave shoulders. And you have to have those 4 pieces and nothing else equipped in order to get the next clue to spawn.
So you've been out trying to farm that all day?
To a degree. Like I said, I found a lot of it on the auction house when we first found the clue before everybody else ran over there and tried to buy it all up. I just teleported from Ratchet straight to Stormwind and bought 2 sets for me and Reyna. And they were in there for 200-300 gold, 200-300 gold a piece. But now that mask is in for 25K a pop.
And people are no doubt still buying it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. They want that mount. Is it just me, or is our DPS considerably higher than it was last week?
I don't know, I'm not paying attention.
Well, we're all going like 9 to 1 million sustained after heroism is on.
I'll probably turn mine on afterwards just to see how Frost is doing.
I'm just doing Magic Up Jump on my phone.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Destruction! Burn the fires of my torment!
Bad Jinx.
That was just for you.
Just because he can.
3, 2, 1.
Herschel, are you loot master?
He is.
I don't know. So you didn't give it to me.
What I miss? Another master looter issue?
Well, he's master looter, he just didn't give it to me, so.
I didn't even realize he gave it to himself.
Should be able to switch it, right?
Did everybody update their RC loot council, I wonder?
I did.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, Trin, did you notice they made it so we can jump while we're flapping?
No, I noticed it was levitated. I didn't realize you could do it flat now.
She did in the cathedral.
Yup.
I sealed each level of this temple so that no invader could descend into its depths. I never
I didn't realize Levitate could do it too. It's probably because of people getting stuck on so much shit while they're doing snowfall mechanics. Like those.
Same with Death Knight's Wraithwalk could do it too.
Yeah, finally.
Definitely because people are getting stuck then.
Opened with one of the pillars of creation.
Alright, so Surin, Jinx, and Gregaric do not have it either on or installed or updated.
I logged out for a second.
Oh, okay. There's nothing really here that you can roll on besides maybe the cloak. And
I didn't want anything.
I didn't figure so. Alright, so the shoulders.
Then we have no time to lose. Heroes, the paths are open.
Alright, the wrists go to Varial, he's the only one that rolled on them. Shoulders go to Jedak, and cloak goes to Little Death Knight.
Were you gonna roll for those wrists? Turn. Go to again.
Varial.
Damn, Jed.
Shoulders to Jedak, and cloak to Little Death Knight.
Oh, it's paying attention to me. Didn't realize I was taking that thing.
Did you get it all sent out?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm going to abort that then.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
It's funny.
No!
Really?
Oh shit, I fell down.
This boss is hard.
T-Cat. Hey, Cat.
Well, I know you guys want to join me in the fun, but come on. I need this many people to go with me.
Hey, I'm just slow falling, so.
Lucky you. Bud.
Oh, that's cool. There's like lava and shit down here. Oh, you can see every layer before you hit the bottom.
Exactly. Nice
Yeah, I know, that is a long ass fall though, isn't it?
Hell yeah.
Good tanking, Mav.
Somebody had to.
Yeah, way to be a boss, buddy.
I just walked spot there and got knocked the fuck off. I didn't even swing at him yet. Hey, can I get a res?
No.
Not if you're down the hole.
So who's the new guildie? Herschel?
My wife.
She's not new guildie. She's a returning guildie.
Hasn't she been here?
No, dude.
I don't think we got
a couple bosses.
Yeah.
I've seen this one a couple times. I don't remember it, but...
Okay, I can go over it quick.
You notice pumpkins can swim in the air?
There's a lot of balls in this, just to let you know, Deadly.
Oh, I'm down for that. Bring on the balls.
Okay, we split the room from the left and the right side. Left is always going to be light, right is always going to be fell from where we're looking at her right now. She is going to do an infusion, and she's going to either put you with light infusion or fell infusion. You'll get a debuff, and you have to move to that side. So everybody stops everything that they're doing. When infusion is being called out, you see what you got. Sometimes you don't move, but if you're on light and you switch to fell infusion, you got to get out of there. You're going to start throwing bombs on everybody, and it wipes really quickly. So that happens every so often. We're basically going to stack up in groups on both sides because there's a big ability we have to stack and soak for to help the tanks out. And then she's going to jump to the other side, basically exactly where she is right now, but 180-degree room. You run on your side of the room. If you're light, you run where Skull is right now, jumping around. If you're fell, you have to stay on that side. You can't switch during that phase. And when you run, there's these 3 lanes. You want to run on the 2 rails in between the lanes because, as somebody said, when she jumps to the other side, she's going to start just channeling all these balls going in all the lanes. And basically, if you don't know what you're doing at that point, just stay on the rails. You're going to get huge debuffs, or huge buffs. Just stack up again on each side. If you're light side, you get light balls. If you're fell side, you get fell balls. If you screw that up, you cause a lot of damage and bombs. And that's basically the whole fight. Stack up, pay attention to your fusions or infusions. If you need to move, move quickly. You only get like 5 to 7 seconds to get to the other side. Oh, and then if you do get a bomb over your head, you'll hear a countdown. And then you'll see a red circle above your head, kind of like a timer counting down also. When you get to about 2 or 3, you need to run off the edge because you have a bomb on you, and if you blow it up in the raid, it has damage. So about 2 or 3 seconds, you walk off the edge in the middle, and you point your butt to where you want to go back to. And you want to stay on your side, so if you spin around and point your butt to the other side, you're going to fly over there and cause havoc. Or you'll get launched to the very beginning of the room, and you'll have to run all the way back, and basically won't be doing anything. So just point your butt to where you want to go.
Got it.
Sounds like a lot. It's not too much.
4, 3, 2.
Stop summoning me.
You will not disturb the master's work.
What the hell happened to the countdown?
Choose my fate.
So swap if you need to.
Beware.
This whole fight is about color coordination and jumping in big holes.
Your kind will be cleansed from this world.
Run to the other side.
I am compelled to ensure the end of your existence. Destruction.
What?
Flesh is weak.
When healers are fine with it, we can hold on to that cast until she gets 29 stacks.
Cat just fell. Cat just fell.
It's a lot of extra time with DPS before she starts doing her whole mechanic stuff again.
Wait,
It's just we do so much damage now, I didn't think we even needed it. Like we have a hero up at all times.
Just go through this stuff faster.
Cat, you.
You need to pay attention to what debuff you got.
What is it, Cat? I'm pretty sure that was Mav. There you go.
It was Vitoro.
It was a boomkin, I know that.
Take her back. She's doing fell next.
I'm legit chicken now. It's not hard to mistake us.
That wasn't you, Cat. It was another druid, but y'all look similar.
Druidist.
Yeah.
Your kind will be cleansed from this world.
It's not racist, it's classist.
I'm a cow.
I am compelled to ensure the
Boo.
end of your existence.
Exactly.
Alright, don't interrupt. Or do.
It's ingrained, man. It's ingrained.
I know.
It's better to have people knee-jerk it.
Swap sides, Greg. For Garrett. Other side.
He's probably not in.
Oh, well, he's not in the middle of the group. As long as he stays that way, he ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Are you in light? Just yank him over if you like.
Beware.
Can't in the shadow.
Oh, are you?
Oh, never mind. But it doesn't matter, he's fell now, so.
It's LFR style right there.
Hell yeah. Feels easy enough to be LFR now. I wonder how filled Jaden's gonna be. You reckon we're gonna be able to nuke him really fast now?
Probably.
Your kind will be cleansed from this world. My duty is one mere mortal cannot comprehend. A sacred charge to serve. To serve the master.
How that happened.
That hurt.
Unnecessary end. Know the torment of a soul divided.
That would be Gregaric.
God damn it.
Can someone get him in curse?
Yeah, you can't raid without Vent, Curse, Twitch, whatever. That's exactly why.
Wow, that, my friends, is what you would call a massive clusterfuck.
Know the torment unnecessary.
I get infused with light.
There should be a beacon there I dropped.
Yeah, there is.
I'm
Pretty
on the
much
beacon,
where
don't
there
worry.
is.
Vigil continues. But who is it I serve?
I thought it was something I did wrong.
Well, that too.
Well, besides that, I mean, I know something screwed up.
Well, it was the initial burst and everybody getting kicked all over and Light getting kicked over and fell and trying to get back. Just
Well, there was something I thought I noticed. Maybe it was just me, but I kept sitting getting kicked one way. I kept getting kicked the other way. I do it the same way every time.
Yeah, I got that too.
Okay, I wasn't the only one then.
No, I jumped over on the right, and then it booted me out on the left. Luckily, my infusion changed to light, so when I landed on the light side, I was okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was fine every time, but it was just weird that instead of kicking me where I wanted to go, like I usually do, it was kicking me all the way on the other side of the room. I thought it was just me.
Sounds very plausible. I've had that happen to me before too, it sucks.
Yeah, looks like Frost is just doing about the same as I was doing in the whole week.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. As long as I don't get punted around the room too much.
Quick, pull it now. He's logged off.
Run, hurry!
So, how many people have spent a lot of their time farming up the new mounts in Argus?
None specifically for it.
Has anybody accidentally gotten one yet?
Not yet.
Wow. I've seen
What
a
I have
couple
been
running
doing is
around,
actively
though.
farming the new pets. I've been selling those.
Yeah, I went and got some of the pets.
I said I'm after the transmog, really. That's about it.
I haven't found any new mods yet that I actually like. The new PvP season tier came out. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the Death Knight tier. It looks actually pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Getting
probably
one
one of the better
accidentally means killing one of the rare spawns that drops one of the mounts and not going after it purposefully.
There's actually, I think, 4 mounts, maybe 5 you can get right now on the 2 islands that are open.
Yeah,
There are a couple ones from Houndmaster dudes, and then you can get those spotted eggs from the little rare panther things that can be killed.
Yeah, the
Turns into one of
spotted
those
eggs.
hatching eggs from like Shalazar.
Yeah, the eggs turn into one of 3 mounts, the Ray mounts, or 2 of the pets.
Or Edge Yoke.
4.
Yeah, junk.
1.
What lies
And
is not for
there's a couple of the little fell dog mounts and a deer.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And of course the reputation mounts.
Well, I'm not including those because, I mean, I was going after the ones that you can get now. I mean, farming that much rep now is quite literally impossible.
Yeah, especially right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting like, what, 50 rep a freaking quest? Retarded.
Yeah, I get it like 80 because of
your kind will be cleansed from this world.
Well, aren't you special?
I know, but I keep getting those, shoot, what are they called?
I am compelled to.
Give them in chest sometimes.
The end of your existence.
Alright, since everyone's on first, do not interrupt. You said 29, Brad?
29.
Isn't 30 like insta-kill?
Insta-kills.
I'd say let's do it at like 28.
Yeah, that's scary.
No balls.
See, that wasn't too bad. Got up a lot of extra damage.
Know the torment of a soul divided.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Tag on it, Jinx.
Yep, I suck.
Were you meleeing? Was that what you were doing over there? I'm pretty sure I've seen you melee.
That's how you DPS, right?
Gotta get those auto attacks in between the instant cast.
Know it.
Know the torment of a soul divided.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, Garrett just said fuck it.
He said that it was getting some lag.
Okay, so we're just gonna restart the whole thing.
grabber if you're on foul.
Beware.
I don't know. You just ran off there.
You will burn in power you cannot comprehend. My duty is one mere mortals cannot comprehend. A sacred charge to serve the master.
Dude, you're light.
Doofus.
Are you gonna wipe again?
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Dismount, stay separated. Herschel, you are... Dude, stay over there.
Fucking red's right there. Nothing I can do about that.
That is true, actually.
I did not choose my fate.
You could have not died there. That would have helped a lot.
Wait, grab her.
Flesh is weak. End me, mortals. Then rob the deceiver of his prize.
4, 3, 2.
I feel like we're reenacting retards getting hot wings right now.
No.
What?
Buffalo Wild Wings challenge. That first.
Your kind will be cleansed from this world. My duty is one mere mortals cannot comprehend. A sacred charge to serve the master. My vigil ends.
Res
Let
coming.
not the Dark One awaken.
I updated it yesterday. It looks like it updated again.
Okay, starting with tier.
With a new patch, things will be updating like crazy.
Oh, jinxed.
Yo.
You wanna know a fun way to troll people?
What's that?
If you swap blast or somebody in the elevator, they'll be teleported up in the air and then they'll fall down to their death when they catch up with the elevator again.
I'll have to remember that one.
And soul starting.
I figured it'd be something you would appreciate.
It's all good. I'm just gonna jump off anyway. You can die at the bottom and res at the bottom. Or like what I plan to do, I'm just gonna fall down and right before I hit the bottom, I'm just gonna stuff fall.
And then what are you gonna do?
Not everybody's capable of doing that.
I feel like there's more to the story.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, same problem I had.
Shut up,
What, you mean thing that people can purge and dispel?
No. Me and Sally Andrew here jumped off and we kind of hit the platform on the way up. So we didn't quite make it to the bottom. What's funny though is if you notice when we're going up, I'll actually I got slow fall on right now and you don't see anything happen. But when we're going up, I'll jump up and I'll still slow fall for a while before I'll land back on it.
But this temple itself is our
Bots up if anybody wants it.
the means by which we will reduce your world to
Okay, on this boss, if you get the debuff, the Unbound Chaos, basically you're going to drop puddles underneath you. You just need to move a couple feet, drop, I think 3 or 5. It's not a big deal, you just can't stand in them. There's going to be 3 shadowy blades that are going to fire out from him. If you get targeted by it, just stand still. Everybody else has to move and dodge them. They fire out and do a big kickback. It's not a ton of damage though. It's just a pain in the ass. He's going to do Rupture Realities, which is a huge AoE. You basically need to get where I am now, jumping his skull. Or if you can, get beyond where these nodes are. And you'll still take a little bit of damage. Even if you're here, it's livable. If you're any closer, you're probably going to die. And then pretty much focus on Maiden. When she gets her shield, we'll call it. Otherwise, all DPS needs to be on him. She's going to get a shield that we need to DPS off, and as soon as it's off, we need to stop hitting her. And then when we get downstairs, we'll call that out. It's pretty super easy. It's only really one more ability that gets added. So move for puddles, dodge shadow blades, and run out of the big AoE.
We all ready?
Doesn't really matter which direction you run, just get away from him.
2, 1.
Do stuff.
It was a fucking bull time.
I knew you were gonna do something fucked up.
I wasn't even ready for that.
As soon as he's gonna do a bitch about it.
Yeah, I did timer.
Hey, I mean, 2-3 seconds, that's all you really need to hit a free pot.
Swap.
There wasn't even a timer. Oh, I must have added yeah,
Yeah, he put a 3-second timer up.
Yeah, he's been doing them all night.
For some reason my DBM is disabled.
Because you're a scrub.
Did you disable out-of-date add-ons after the patch? After a patch, like, literally everything will be out of date for a little bit.
I know, and I usually have it turned on. I think some other add-on was incompatible and turned it off. That's when I was making that macro.
Switch to her. Right, back on him. Switch it.
Yes, on her.
Beware.
Switch it. Got him.
Eradicate them all.
Yes, I heard.
Switch it. Alright, back in.
Yeah, our DPS definitely went up.
Yeah, she's at 12. Those shields are dropping quick.
Yeah, we normally get him to about 40% when we start phase 2, and he's at 42% right now. We still have another shield to kill.
Got him. Damn.
Eradicate them
Switch
all.
it.
Yes, I heard.
Yeah, we got him to 28%.
Yeah, 28 when he started the fall.
Yeah. My hero when you get him positioned. If you won't.
Alright, so if you got a dark mark, don't overlap the purple circles. Other people need to help soak those purple circles with them. And you will do a kickback from wherever the person in the middle is standing from. So you can
Try
transition
to
and
not
kick down
fight
the
the
rock.
middle.
Just don't overlap purple circles.
It's preferable to have one in melee and one in range. Alright, and hero.
Spread those.
Alright.
There you go. Jeez.
Still, you deny the inevitable.
That was good.
Your incessant resistance is maddening.
That was exceptionally above average.
Yield.
Have your country's defeats taught you nothing
Hanging with all the fire relics dropping
The
tonight.
vision Sargeras showed you was a lie, Kil'jaeden. Surrender!
Too bad I don't play fire.
Never. Our crusade will never yield. Savor your shadow victory. We will return again and again, however long it takes, until at last we break you.
The portal is closed.
Alright, tier first. Looks like we have
And end this invasion.
Surin and Deadly Vixen.
I'm out of range.
Gloves go to Jedak, and Relic goes to
Your own people chasing us across the stars. Never again. It was you who led me. Refused to see the truth of the Legion's inevitable victory. You lost faith in the light. Together, we could have resisted Sargeras and saved our world. The light saved the sun. Was it faith that showed in the Legion's eyes as they closed for the final time?
the Relic and Steliandra and Varial rerolled. You both rolled an 88.
Oh jeez, okay.
I'm gonna lap each of one.
Alright, Steliandra. Gonna let me. Huh.
Yeah, I got it.
Jack, did you get those gloves? It wouldn't let me give anybody the gloves.
Said receive blue.
Okay, because I tried to give it to him like 4 times and it wouldn't give it to him. I guess it finally did. It kept saying test and it started stringing out a shit ton of numbers. It was weird.
I've got 10 item level upgrade on my... like 10 total item level on my Ashbringer.
Nice.
So when I do bad pally DPS, it'll just be slightly less bad.
Yeah, well, that's something. That is definitely something.
Hi. Preparing myself for a mean comment. Why?
What you supposed to put in here for you?
No.
I am curious now.
About your attack now, about 60 of the 60 seconds.
Oh yeah, Druid. Druid's still ranked.
Almost all of them. There's been one each of a Paladin, Death Knight, and Monk. No Demon Hunter tanks. Oh, and one Warrior.
Yeah, Druids are
Every
some of
other
the highest
tank is-
ranking still. Monks are supposedly, from what Blizzard said, monks are actually technically the strongest tank in the game and have been since the release of Legion. But they said the skill cap is so high most people don't know how, but they have no intention of changing it. And same with Feral Druid, that's what I didn't get. They're like, yeah, we're going to buff them a little bit, but the reason why people can't seem to do good DPS is it just requires a high skill cap.
I haven't seen a feral druid in forever.
At least a decent one.
Hey, my Druid's feral, and I do pretty dang good DPS with him.
They just did a whole bunch of changes to Pharaoh with this patch. Everyone's all excited and switching back.
Well, before it was, I mean, have any of y'all actually looked at the rotation? It was kind of convoluted and weird.
Just basically keep every dot up and every... Why are they keeping regrowth up? I never got that.
Because regrowth, if you use Blood Talons, increases the damage of your next 2 attacks, including dots. And those dot damages, it increases the damage for the full duration of the dot. So you would basically want to use your regrowth every time you use Rip and Rake. That way it would give you a bonus to both of those dots full, for full duration every time they were reapplied. And then you would use it in between that on your last, whatever the hell combo point builder is called, plus Ferocious Bite.
Hey, Mav, you joining us?
Basically, it gives you a flat 15% damage boost to have that active. Plus, if you went Savage Roar, that's another 15% damage boost. But keeping all those dots active was insane. It's a crazy rotation.
See, that's why I like machine gun look. It's crazy.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny. I got 3 legendaries on my DK in 2 days. Somehow, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the bad part is I have not had luck with getting the right legendaries except for one from my unholy spec.
Yeah, I logged in my DK and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna gear him. I leveled him. I haven't fucked with him. He was like an 860 or 870 item level. Like, I'm going to gear him and whatnot and try to get his hidden appearances and everything. So I start gearing him, and I do an emissary cache, and I get a pair of boots, the legendary boots. And then, like, 4 hours later, yeah, they are, but 4 hours later, I get the legendary helmet. And then the next day I log in, I use get one of the new 910 tokens. I'm like, I need a new belt. So I use that, and I get the damn legendary belt the next day.
Yeah, which belt? The frost one?
Yeah, it increases your obliterate and has a chance to refund a rune.
Yeah, that's actually best in the slot right now.
Yeah, I got that. I got that and the AoE helm and the boots. I was like, daggum.
Yeah, right now I'm still using Burning Wish in the ring just because I have not gotten the right frost ones. I've got the helm, but right now it's not worth it.
Yeah, I get on my druid and go kitty to try that out because I've been wanting to play kitty, but I just never, had the time to even fuck with it for a while. And I finally get the time. I'm messing with it. I get the legendary ring, best in the slot legendary ring for kitty.
There you go.
I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm getting them left and right on all my alts, but I ain't got any on my mage in a while.
Hey, Lucy,
yeah, exactly. That's
call him or something, bud.
Yeah.
While we're waiting here, this boss only has a couple abilities, but they all have to be done correctly. Basically, we're going to try and tank him in the middle at the start. Hershel's going to pull him and then flip him around right in the middle. You never want to be in front of him. He does cleave in front, and it stacks and hurts. There's going to be red swirls on the ground called Armageddon. They have to get soaked. Everybody has to help soak them. Just don't be in the big one. The big one only a tank can take, or like somebody with a damage mitigation like Ice Block. And we're going to work that out in the second phase. So soak the red swirls on the ground. If you see one, it's yours. You have to go get it. The only way you stop is if somebody beats you to it or is already standing in it. But if your heals, whatever. And you don't want to soak a couple of them because then you're going to get more stacks. But that's key. They have to get soaked.
We can heal you through 2. Don't go above 2.
It leaves a dot that hurts. So then he's going to do a little floaty phase, and we're going to get Focused Dread Flame, which is like all the other arrow shots in this. Everybody is going to stack up in the middle as best they can, and whoever gets the arrow shot on them behind, like if I had the arrow shot on me, I would put the group in the middle between me and the boss, so everybody in the group gets hit. You have to soak that Focused Dread Flame. The other ability is blah 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 Dread Flame. They're all called Dread Flame. you're going to get a big, like 40-yard red circle underneath you, and you just got to get away from everybody else that has a circle. Just spread out as best you can. You're not going to be able to not overlap all of them, but you just got to get as far away as possible. And those few abilities keep cycling, and the only other one we get is after he lands from his floaty phase, is we get these big clones. There'll be 3 of them, so we're all stacked up behind him. If you get big, just make sure you're stacked up behind. 8 seconds, these big 3 clones will pop out, and you just got to nuke them down. And the last phase isn't too hard beyond that. It's just getting there. There's really only one other ability that comes into play. Basically, stand behind him the whole time unless you have to go soak a red swirl or unless you have to get your big red circle out of the group. And you just pretty much want to get right back in.
Oh, and rotation's the same. I'll get 2nd and 4th, and Lucian's gets 1st and 3rd?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright. Oh, did you mention the shadow phase? I didn't hear that part if you did.
Nope, there's going to be a shadow phase after the floaty phase. When he gets to 40%, even if we have ads up or anything, at 40% he pushes into shadow phase. So we've got flags around the room. Everybody is going to just run around and look for Illidan. And he's going to have a puddle underneath him. You have to run through the puddle and then get out. It gives you just like a quick debuff, like 12 to 15 seconds. That gives you the ability to heal other people, and it also gives you the ability to hit the ads. We have to kill the ads as quick as possible, so you have to keep running back to Illidan to get in his puddle and then run out. So any kind of kicks or pulls you can do to bring the ads closer to him really helps. And yeah, whoever finds Illidan, start peeing the mini map, or call out the flag.
Peeing on the mini map?
You don't know things.
Can Deadly's demon vision see Illidan?
No, I don't think so.
Hunter tracking and druids for Illidan. I do it almost immediately once a phase starts.
Yeah, just watch the mini map. You'll see it as soon as the map comes up. It's almost always in a corner, so be careful not to run off the edge too. You can do that.
Yeah, I haven't
So-
put Demon Hunter through this one, so I can say.
And Mandy, I would suggest not using your little fell rush during that phase, because you can accidentally just rush right off the edge.
Okay.
Yeah, I blinked once and did that. Just blink right off the edge.
Alright, thank you.
Five, 4, 3.
Yeah, let's one-shot this and go kill some stuff.
One.
Probably.
It is a simple matter to show courage against my minions. Can you face the shadows within your own soul? Obliteration beckons.
Some soak. And you can't help soak those. If 2 people are in, you don't reduce the damage, you both just take maximum. So there's no point in going in one if somebody's already in there. Got him.
You guys are so lucky that you swap off to each other. For this. Freaking tanked it on my warrior. I had 10 stacks almost in the third fight.
Oh yeah, the disco ball. Get close to it, but not under it. It's going to be right in the middle, and then it'll move to the corners. So the next time it drops in a corner, we'll try and call out the flag. And basically, you need to get to the middle of the room.
I got it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as long as you're in the middle, it won't knock you off. But if you're a little too far to the edge, it'll blow you off.
Obliteration beckons. Consume them all.
So get those out.
4, 3, 2, 1. Just standing there.
Who will shape your fate?
Yeah, he's not that smart.
He's cussing at him. He's looking. He's like, "Wait till you hit the ground. I'm gonna fucking cut the shit out of you."
Beware. Rains upon you. Who will shape your fate? Consume them all.
So stack up behind for the clones. And nuke them down once they become real. Got him. Got him.
On green. Green corner.
So get close to green.
Obliteration beckons. Consume them all.
Vitoro, can you take this next Armageddon?
Okay.
So we're gonna end for a 9.
Got him.
Beware. Upon you.
Far in the back.
I've got 2, so I'm gonna need to watch those.
It's on yellow.
Run to yellow quick. Don't run away.
Motherfucker.
I got it.
4, 3, 2.
Yeah, it was mine anyway.
Got him.
You gotta share that batch, don't run that out.
If you can get up. We're gonna get you up.
Okay.
How did you get up, Sargeras?
Turn row with me.
I didn't get it.
I got this one. I got the big one.
Phase 2.
Right, find it.
Got it.
Watch your mini maps pinging.
You got 1 down.
I was able to get 3 of those fuckers. That was nice.
That's 3 down. You've got 2 more. Right, 1 more.
Nice. Stack under him.
Deadly, if you have darkness, that'll help out a lot here.
Alright. I did about 20% less damage to me standing in that.
It didn't do anything to me.
You on hero?
Get behind him.
And normally it pushes me to about 30%. I actually stayed at about 50% when I jumped in her little puddle. Oh yeah, I guess we can now.
Alright, watch the obelisks. They fired north, south, east, west from where their points are.
Hang on, Quinn. What are you doing tonight? Just AFK?
For this fight, I chased after Patch to share the beam with him when I got hit with it.
I thought you got red.
I think someone must have been between.
Got him.
Search said he tried, but it didn't go off.
Sure.
So if you guys take another minute, 45 seconds, get me up.
We might, maybe.
Alright, get on the edge of the pool there. You want to move in as he ends his cast, or gets close to you. Just step in. Got him. Get behind. Got him.
Yay!
Lost. It's a good effort.
So what?
Ooh, nice. I got a glyph. Oh, hey, Trin, guess what? 920 belt dropped.
Oh, nice. Need the transmog.
Oh, nice. Bastard.
Let him get into the loot so that way he can pop up.
It's alright.
Sliver.
What a 945 build.
Oh, there we go. Alright, and here we are.
Alright, if you are not rolling for loot, go ahead, zone out. If you are waiting for loot, if you rolled on something, go ahead and just wait in there.
Alright, well, we'll do the 920 belt first. Seems to be the biggest deal. Oh, that goes to Mav.
Yay.
I'll give it to you.
Skull Lady to get out.
If you zoned out, you can go ahead and zone back in.
Alright, plate belt goes to Vitoro. Gloves go to Varial.
Mine was off spec, so.
Oh, you wanted to roll off spec instead of full time, whatever?
Yep.
Main spec. Okay, in that case, it goes to Ventress. Congratulations, everybody who's gotten their loot. Except for the gloves who did not want to go to Varial for some reason.
Did Varial zone out?
Yeah, looks like it.
I think I rolled off spec anyway.
You were the only one that rolled.
Yeah,
I'll pick them up. I'll trade them to you in a minute. whenever I get out there.
And reflect.
I'm not gonna cry over him.
Alright, let's take our 10 now before we start.
The Legion's presence has stirred an ancient hydra known as...
I got another glyph.
Destroy this
Everybody
creature.
get into heroic, and Naz will put up a timer.
I'm gonna try this quest real quick for Kill Jaden.
Actually, I have that too, so I'm gonna go turn that in real fast. That's a heroic piece of loot right there. Maybe I'll get my trinket I've been trying to get for since we started this blasted raid.
Maybe we'll get a legend. That'd be nice.
You know, I bet I'll get that trinket the last raid night before we go to the next raid, and then I'll replace it with a new one immediately. I won't even be able to use the thing very much.
I'm gonna laugh if you do.
I'd be pissed. So fucking mad. I spent like the last 3 days just furious with this game.
Did that with Blackwing Lair. I was trying to get that sword off of Broodlord for like months, and when I finally get it, Burning Crusade comes out. That's you assholes.
Yeah, and then you replace it like, you know, 6 or 8 quests in with something, some green fucking sword POS one.
Exactly. That's pretty much what did happen.
Yeah, I was out there.
Freaking back piece. I don't need.
Yeah, I was out there and can't remember who I was on, but I was farming up the mounts on the on Argus. It took like 4 kills and I got 1 mount, and then I did every single character, and then I woke up early in the morning, so I did all my characters, then reset happened, then I did them all again, didn't get that mount, and it was just like, for everything I was trying to do, we just went to shit. The day before, everything was going perfectly.
What can I do for you? Yeah, exactly.
Then I've been working on this other mount, and man, that last clue, you spend 2 days, well actually almost 3 days on one clue, your brain just gets fried.
Yes, yeah, that's why I won't go for it. I just couldn't stand it after all. I go bananas.
Well, it's fun. I mean, I like puzzles. That's like a hobby of mine. And my wife gets them on the iPad, those little puzzle games apps. I play the shit out of them. I love them, man. They're fun. But that is just, it was an anagram, but it was, yeah, I mean, the way they have it set up, it was a clue within a clue within a clue, and it had like 9 misleading things. So there was no really any it was. I got a cloak too.
There was one game I played a long time ago that a lot of the chests were riddles, and they had some really good ones in there to be forever to figure out. I'm trying to remember that.
Yeah, so I'll type out the clue in raid and see what you get out of it, and I'll tell you what happened. Okay? Tell me what you think. Now I'm going to put them in several lines because that's how it's wrote out.
Oh shit.
Careful out there.
That's what it gives you right there. Now the first 10 things pop in your mind ain't gonna be correct. Go ahead and tell you that. They had, I think somebody counted at one point, there was over like 1,000 people in the Discord, because they have a Discord for solving these things whenever they come out. And people were just rattling off ideas, a bunch of people that weren't talking, but they were in Discord reading them, and their entire job was just running out to hunt down these clues that other people were coming up with to see if they would work. They literally run every single dungeon and raid in the game 3 times each, at least, trying to hunt stuff down, because the last 2 were in raid.
Yeah, because Supremacy, that reminds me of Supremus and Black Temple. Right off the bat.
Are these the riddles for that mount you were talking about?
That was the last one that had everybody stumped for almost 3 days. The other ones were pretty quick. One, I mean, like the day 7.3 came out, the first 3 riddles were solved. But then that one just stumped them for the next couple of days, since Tuesday afternoon. That's where they were at until just today. It was like, I want to say around 11:30 or so when they finally figured it out. Yeah, people were starting to get like pissed, super pissed. And it turns out, I mean, well, first, I mean, what do y'all think about it? I mean, does anybody got any ideas?
Well, like I said, the first one, if they're all bosses or something like that, the first one reminds me of Supremacy, Black Temple. But I'm probably wrong on that one.
Oh, you're definitely wrong. That's one of the very first things they said. Black Temple Supremacist, go check. Somebody went in there, checked, killed him, looked all around, did everything, nothing. They sent like 10 different people in there to farm it to try and figure out where, nothing. Yeah, they went to Siege Orgrimmar because they thought Garrosh, who was, and the theme is old gods, like void shit. So they thought, oh, you know, the first one was Sarge, the second one was Sethune with Encourage. So they're thinking, you know, or not, Sarge was the first one, sorry, Yogg was the first one. So Sarge is the next one. They're like, oh, well, let's check Inzoth too. That would be Vashir underwater. So they went and checked there. I mean, they went everywhere. Then they just said, all right, we're just going to bum rush it. Got a 40-man group and literally combed continent to continent to try and find the answer. Nothing.
Didn't you say it was like some sort of goblin and ratchet or something?
Yeah, it turns out that's an anagram. Nobody guessed it was an anagram until like Thursday morning. Someone's like, has anybody checked to see if it's an anagram? So then they had a whole team of people just sitting there rearranging it. And they finally got it. The question mark is the red herring. It throws you off. It's not a question. Okay, so remove the question mark completely. The rest of it, if you rearranged it, it says the key is Raxum Greep. Turns out Raxum Greep is a fucking goblin that used to be in, I believe, Winterspring, and he was part of a Yeti quest. And they relocated him to Ratchet. Alright, and they changed his health and mana pool, so as soon as people found him, they thought, okay, his health and mana pool must be coordinates. Because it turns out that if you add the two together, the number is the same number as the quest ID for the item you get during the Yeti quest that he was a part of before they moved him. So they all out there just checking for that, killing the fuck out of Yetis. Turns out he is the key, but not the answer. He's wearing a set of gear, and you have to set of gear when you go back to the hole where you get the original clue from, and it makes the skull interactable when you equip the gear with nothing else on. You have to like unequip rings, weapon, and all of it. You click on the skull and the scroll will appear on the floor.
Huh.
Yeah, I was like, are you fucking serious? So they could have run by the guy 50 times and it wouldn't have mattered. Nothing happened. You just have to go to him to see what he's wearing. Then you get the gear on and then go back to the cave. And he's wearing a shadow weave mask. I've got a look-alike, and those seem to work. But I got the Elder's Robes of Intellect. It's like a level 30 item. Red mage weave shoulders, and a cloak that you can use as long as it's the same model. It doesn't even have to be the same color, just the same model.
Transmog or actually wearing?
You have to actually wear it. No transmog will work. Here's the fucked up part though. The cloak, the one that the original coloration comes from, is a horde only that comes from Erethy Highlands. The look-alike is an alliance only that comes from Trial of the Crusader raid. And that's what everybody originally assumed, is it had to be one of these two cloaks, because one was horde and one was alliance only. And one comes from a raid, but it turns out I got a white color of it, but it's the same model, and it works. And the helmet, there's only two variations, and it has to be one of the two so far, because I've tried other colors and they do not work. One of them was discontinued, but as Matt pointed out, apparently they've recently added it, but it's not on the Wowhead database or anything. Some guy just run across it and got it. For the hood, before it was discontinued, and the only other one is a rogue-only version that you get from Grifta.
Yep, you need to kill Iron Dwarf mobs in the Searing Gorge in order to get the recipe to drop.
Yeah, so unless you have somebody with the pattern already, or are willing to spend several hours farming them with about 500 other people, then go for it. Because I went out there to Searing Gorge to check. It took me about 5 minutes to find a single dwarf I could actually kill because there were so many people out there killing them.
Wow, seriously?
They had the entire zone. Yeah, oh yeah, the whole zone was crawling with people, killing the fuck out of these dwarves. I mean, I went to a cave and off into one corner, there was one dwarf that was spawning there that I could chain kill. And there was like 9 people running around the cave with me. Yeah, it was ridiculous. And if you try to get one on the auction house, it's going to cost you 25,000 gold.
Whoever's making a killing.
Oh yeah. And I'm sure there's people trying to sell the patterns now for 100k or some stupid shit. I didn't even look. But yeah, you have to have those 4 items to click on the skull, and the next one I haven't even looked into yet, but it didn't seem to be too bad. It was it's like it rests where the shadow something gather, like shadowed council or something. So, you know, obviously Shadow Council, there's several places where they could be, but most likely it's probably Twilight Highlands.
That or Fair Loss. Or not Fair Loss.
Yeah.
Silithus.
I can't remember his name now.
Yeah, the Silithus, there's some there, but they've got the
Another area I'm trying to remember.
Fellwood.
Yeah. They've got the Bastion of Twilight raid, though, and that's in Twilight Highlands, and that's where they got, like, the big Twilight people base camp.
Yep.
Yeah, true.
They've got small encampments in other places.
Yes, I figure it's probably...
Pandora Crater?
I don't know. Probably, but I figured it's in one of those places. They probably already figured that one out. That's an easy one, comparatively speaking. It's fairly straightforward. Go find a shadow place, and there's a book or something you got to click on, or something you got to do to make it. But yeah, it was.
After raid, I'm gonna start gathering up shit for this.
Yeah, I would. I mean,
Thunder.
What is the mount though?
Lucid Nightmare. It's like one of those unicorn-looking ones that they came out with in this expansion, but it's like dark grayish black with like a purple aura. It's the only one of its kind. I mean, they've got several of the lighter colored ones, but they don't have one of the dark purple colored ones yet until now, so it looks really badass.
It's a badass recoloration of the Dream Runners in Valshara.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Dream Runners, the yellow ones. I just don't like yellow. But that one looks awesome.
From the Dreamweaver cache.
Yeah, I'm hoping it flies. That would be even cooler.
I want the robot of the light.
That's alright. I've never been a fan of robots.
I think that's the high-priced one, isn't it?
Yeah.
500K.
Yeah, it's going to be 500K.
Yep, I'm saving up for it.
I hope with this is that it doesn't swerve like the fucking Shredder does.
I don't think it does, because I've seen it flying. It does move just a little bit, but not nearly as bad as the Shredder.
I mean, there was a world quest with it flying around.
Yeah, you actually unlock one later on next week. There's, you know, the little light beam thing you get right now? There's actually 3 or 4 of those. There's another one that makes it where you don't die, and there's another one, I can't remember what it does, but then the 4th one is you temporarily get to use one of those. The Warframe is like a little bot you can jump in and run around in.
Yep, I remember the guy saying that there were going to be different augments for it. Just didn't know that was going to be one of them. That should be fun. Hope it's as overpowered as the things in Warlords were when you were running around with some of those buffs. Because the one currently right now is ridiculous.
I think it's... Trenchi and Ventress.
Yeah, I'm here. I had to swap.
Oh, before we get started, Burial, where you at?
Right here by the feast. She's good, she just had to change a diaper, that's all.
Tren, you there?
Yeah, I just needed food.
Really? Click that for food.
I was not ready. I'm not fully prepared for battle. Now I am.
Alright, now I know not to look at yours.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I will delight in your suffering.
One.
Come on, you to dust!
Daggum, Trin, you popping the meters, bud.
Ate my Wheaties today. Ooh, shit.
That's funny. Doing top DPS and forgot Moonkin for him. That's a fucking professional right there.
Maybe he was being facetious.
I was. It was all a lie.
Bet Jedak's a little butthurt.
That what?
Druid beat his burst.
I haven't got a gear upgrade in like 4 weeks. I don't care. I'm just
You
here to
haven't what?
spite.
You haven't got what in like 4 weeks? I heard some funky noise in the background. Kind of drowned him out. I know the feeling, Jedak. I've gotten several side grades, but nothing truly upgraded.
God, what's my mouse?
What happened to your DPS, Quinn?
I got like every goddamn comment that's come up and the Shattering Star.
Well, no, I mean it's just normally even with that you're doing like over 1 million right now. Generally,
Normally I don't get hardly any of them.
I was just wondering. I didn't think they nerfed demonology.
No, I've just been having to run away every 5 seconds. Moving means 0 DPS for me. See, now I sit still, I climb back over 900.
Yeah, I see. Alright. Speaking of which, I read a lot, but I actually didn't see any DPS class nerfs.
Frost, if you count the breath.
Fuck? Did anyone else see that pillar just like drop?
Yes.
No one had a comment, right? I didn't see one.
There was lava going on.
I'm in a pool at the back.
It's all good, boss is dead. Hey, that's something though.
I died.
You're killing our roll, Chief.
Sorry.
Just as she did in the cathedral.
It's all good.
I sealed each
At least it was only one instead of, you know, all three of you this time.
descend into its depths. I never anticipated that the Legion would find another way to breach its dark heart.
Okay, let's start with the highest stuff first. So 930 trinket. It's going to go to Dag, I'm sure, won't it?
One of the pillars of creation. Be warned.
Alright, let's see who's got loot today. Surin has got loot, so it goes to damn, all the shamans got loot. Everybody got loot. Alright, so Surin does win. Congrats.
Should kill Jaden infuse that husk with the Dark Titan's power. I do not know whether any force
915 shoulders.
Then we have no time to lose. Heroes, the paths are open. Use
Little
the
Death
pillars of
Knight.
creation to bypass Aegwyn's wards before the Legion
Storm Relic?
brings the
Patch. Leather chest. Man.
break the body, and the spirit follows. Physical pain. Mental anguish is the truth.
Hey, has anyone seen the little thingies they've added on the map?
Cool.
If you open your map, you'll see little doorways. If you click them, it'll actually go to that part of the map rather than you having to try and find it or physically go there to change your map.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
No, I'm stunned.
That was my bad. You're not supposed to be able to tab target to a new target. They removed that. Then they must have changed it again.
They just made it so prefer something that you're in combat.
Yeah, you still can tab to an out-of-combat target. It just prefers combat.
Not that time.
Where's my mage food at?
You haven't asked for it. If you want it, just ask for it. And I will summon you the mage food. There's a mage table over here. It is up and available. All healers, please come at least grab 40 of them, preferably 80, so I don't have to summon it for the rest of the night.
Yeah, make it work for it.
Oh, here's a discussion topic about them primal Sargerites and their impossibility to get them other than the world quest they so gave us, you know, out of the goodness of their heart today.
I'm at 12 of them, dude.
Oh, I got a shitload of them now. I got like 8 or 9 off of World Quest, and I finally got level 2 mining on my Death Knight, and been running around mining the shit out of them.
Alright, you gonna do a quick explanation for the newbie?
I was waiting for discussion to stop. Okay, so you're going to get an extra bar. It's called Torment. When that gets to close to 100, like 90 or so, you're going to want to hit the extra action bar that you get. You're going to go within the cage on the back of Belak. When you go in there, your goal is to hit the beast in there as much as possible and then pick up the yellow orbs on the ground, or orange, whatever color they look to you, because those reduce your torment bar. You want to get your torment bar back down to 0 as quick as possible, then hit your extra action bar again, or button again, to get out of there. You don't want to be in there at all, basically. You want to get out of there as quick as possible. So gather the orbs on the ground. The only way to get the orbs to spawn is to hit the beast in there. We'll always have a tank down there, so don't worry about that. So torment bar 90, jump in, drop all your torment, get out. The big thing up here is Belak is going to do Pangs of Guilt. It's a cast. It has to get interrupted. We need all DPS to be calling this out. So somebody's going to say, I've got the first interrupt. We need somebody to say, I've got the next one. When that one is up, we need somebody to say, I've got the net and beyond that. We can't set a rotation because everybody's going to be jumping in and out of the cage on their own torment bar. So if you don't hear anybody saying next, say I've got next. and just keep that rolling. You have to talk in this fight. There is another ability, Echoing Anguish. It's a debuff on you. You basically want to spread out from people and then call out for a dispel. When that does dispel, it does an explosion, so you got to get at least, I believe it's 8 yards away from everybody. And healers are going to wait till you get away because it does huge damage. Both of them do a cast, but not at the same time. So you pretty much, you can hit both of them unless Belak is doing his Torment. No, it's not Torment. What the hell is that called? Paint? No, it's not. God, I can't remember. He does this big long cast, and as soon as it starts going, you need to swap over to Atrigan. If you hit Belak when he's doing his big long cast, it to you. And you
Fell Squall.
Fell Squall, there you go. You can basically do damage to him, but you're going to have to get out of the room immediately anyways. Atrigan does Bone Saw, and he's going to sweep around the left side of the room is where we're going to tank him, so don't be within that range. It's a huge radius, and it goes way beyond what his axe is actually doing, like the visuals of it. And again, don't hit him when he's doing that. You can apply dots before the big casts. You can apply them even when they're going on. It's preferred not to, though. Don't stand where the flags are now, because that is where people exit out of the cage phase, and you have no choice where you land. So if you get the debuff on you, you're going to move out of the raid and just drop it. As everybody, don't stand ever on the flag, because wherever you're standing is where it's going to drop.
Speaking of a tank, we have our real off tank tonight, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Who did it last week?
So we don't need to speak of that.
Yeah, if we can have you go tank, Jedak.
Outstanding. Let us not remember those memories.
Yes, it's not.
Who was it?
Exactly.
We still killed it, didn't we?
Barely.
You know nothing.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Atrigan is going to cast Calcified Quills. It does a big cone and pop-up damage in front. If you can, get on the side of the raid or behind him where he is now to try and get people to not get hit by that. It's not massive damage, it just does a pop-up and interrupts you for a little bit. And then Suffocating Dark is the one you don't want to drop on these flags. It targets somebody in ranged usually, and they're going to drop a puddle wherever you're standing. So the key is to never be standing on the flags. Sometimes you're going to come out of the cage and fall down, and you're going to get it in the air and drop right there. That's unavoidable. Shit happens. But we want to mitigate that as much as possible, because you coming out and immediately getting more torment is not helpful.
Destruction.
5.
I got a second.
3, 2.
Or no, I'll go first.
1.
How much can you withstand?
So who's got second?
I
got it.
Pangs of Guilt has to be interrupted.
You can call it out before you interrupt. That way people know you're next.
Going down.
Going down. Stomp.
I got next.
Beware.
Come on, Conan.
Switch targets.
Everybody on Atrigan? Got him.
Yeah.
I'll get next. Going down.
4, 3, 2.
Switch back to Belak. Dispel Glacier.
Beware.
Okay, you can grab him.
Go down.
So weak a will. I'm out pain beyond measure. I offer respite from the darkness. Surrender your will to me.
You can get out, Jedi.
Whatever ranged is right on Belak.
Coming out.
So weak a will.
Oh, going down.
That was probably me, Mav.
Dispel.
As soon as I came out, that dropped, and I blinked at the same time, but it still landed there.
Right under Belak.
Oh no,
Stay down there for a sec.
mine was the one right under,
Beware.
right where you land.
Why endure this pain? Kneel to the Legion.
Come on, Gordon.
Dispel Mav.
Stop Quinn.
Beware.
Stop Quinn.
Do you want anybody up?
Okay, go ahead.
I got him.
I offer respite from the darkness. Surrender your will to me.
I think that's all that's dead.
I will burn away.
Anybody on Etrigan?
Spell jinxed.
She going down.
Top back there.
Pain beyond beware this pain. Kneel to the Legion.
4,
Alright.
3, 2, 1.
I will cut you to the core.
What did you want me to get? Oh, Ventress is down.
Still going in.
Beware.
Why endure this pain? Kneel to the Legion.
I got next.
She down.
Pain beyond measure.
Beware.
Dispel Mav.
Resistance will only bring pain.
She out.
Beware.
Yeah, I go.
I offer respite from the darkness. Surrender your will to me.
I got next.
1.
To the core.
You gonna get Helicon up?
Beware.
He's up. He's probably waiting.
No,
No.
no one used to. Auto accept.
Oh.
Offer respite
Headset's volume was funky, so I didn't really hear what you guys wanted to do.
will to me.
Beware.
Another B res in 10.
Go ahead, let's go.
I got him.
Ventress or Crit.
Resistance will only bring
Switch target.
Anybody?
What in the fuck?
She down.
Beware.
I offer respite from the darkness. Surrender
Okay.
your will to me.
1.
Feed me with your screams.
Get out, Jed.
Beware.
I'm going in.
Beware.
I got next.
Dispel Quinn.
Dispel Mav.
Beware.
Switch back to Bellic.
To the Legion.
3, 2, 1.
I got next. Interrupts.
I got him.
Dispel Glacier.
Resistance will only bring that one's mind.
Everybody, A.
One.
Yep.
Just welcome.
Got him, Jed.
Oh my god.
Got next.
I offer respite from the darkness. Surrender your will to me.
Beware.
Switch targets.
Oh.
You don't have a res up for Jedi.
I'm already up.
Surrender your will to me.
Switch back.
3, 2, 1.
He's going out.
So weak a will.
The fact we need people to start interrupting again.
You coming up? He's almost done. Going down.
I got next, assuming I'm still up here.
I will burn away your defiance. Pain beyond measure. Beware. I offer respite from the darkness. Surrender your will to me.
4, 3,
Interrupts.
4, 3,
Come on.
Stuck them.
1.
And I'm dead.
Beware.
I offer respite from the darkness. Surrender your
Coming
will
up.
to me.
Got him.
Beware.
One going in.
Resistance will only bring.
Get whoever the highest DPS up.
There's no tank up here.
Where?
Never mind. No,
I
I'm
had him
just going
stacked.
after
I
DPS.
had to interrupt with pangs.
Beware.
I need you up.
Surrender your will to me.
4, 3, 4,
Going down.
2, 1.
Beware.
Availing the master. Our suffering will be glorious.
That is one of the more chaos fights.
And shaped the earth itself. Today, it shatters the bonds of fate that seek to crush us all.
All right. Tier first. Tally Helm, Celiandra. Other Helm, Jedak. Really? Jedak's the only one rolled on it? Alright.
We've killed him a bunch. Maybe everybody else has it already.
Maybe. Shoulders go to Jinxed. Leather gloves go to Monk Shoe. I'm getting close to my next daggum point for my weapon.
Yeah, I think I'm about 5 right now.
This would be point number 7 for me. 3 billion artifact power. Yay, now it can only increase and become worse. Don't worry, in about 9 more weeks. 9 more weeks is going to be really easy to get up to about 10 concordance in a couple of days.
You understood my use
I went PTR and it was on artifact level 49. It wasn't even a full 50, just 49. And the world quest, like doing world quest in like Suramar, you know, the warden tokens or whatever, were like 490 million artifact power or some shit. Yeah, I was like, damn. So the 80 million tokens right now are going to be over 1 billion. Well, not quite. I guess it'd be close to 800 or so million.
I can only have 35 or so.
It's coming. Maybe wanting to change their mains for the next raid.
Quiet, you mindless oaf.
Yeah. Me and him sat there and talked, and we decided a few things. Of course, you know, the switch. Your character has to be at least 9-10 and have at least 2 concordance points to even be considered. And then you need to get with me and Jinx, and then me and Jinx will talk about it amongst ourselves. We have a good mix of people now and classes now. You know, we've been in here with a lot worse. We're not going to put ourselves back in that situation. So what we're going to do is me and him all decide if we can let the switch happen, or if the switch was to happen, what needs to happen to make it happen. You know, if we're gonna be losing 3 ranged people that want to switch to melee and no melee want to switch, we can't have that. So we're going to talk. We're going to figure out what we can do, what's best for the guild for progression. And we're going to go from there. It's not going to be as easy to switch your main from here on out. There's a lot of time that goes into these, and you know, we kind of want to keep it that way, so to speak. Any questions, or anybody not understand, not like it? I mean, you feel free to voice your opinions.
Butthurt.
I hear it in your voice.
No, I mean, if you're switching, I mean, now if it's like, you know, a healer wants to go DPS, well, how's our healer situation? You know what I mean? If it's wants to go heals, you know, do we need the extra heals? But if it's just, you know, a DPS spec to a DPS spec within your same class, I don't give a shit what, as long as you put out the DPS, I don't care.
You should still have 2 concordance in that weapon, though, whatever it is.
The only requirement is everybody has to have a shaman alt. We need more shamans.
No, we need more DKs.
I thought we needed more warlocks.
Personally, I think as long as we have one of each of the primary classes, we're fine. I mean,
we also got to look at tokens because we're overstacking tokens.
Yeah.
They're, you know, and that's just plain and simple. That's slowing us down on progression because we have, you know, 20 people in raid and 10 of them are on 1 token. So that is hindering, and that's what me and Jinx are going to sit down when somebody comes to us and say, hey, you know, I want to switch from A to B. You know, me and him will chat and we'll see if we can make it work. We're going to do everything we possibly can to make it work because we want you to play on anything you fucking want. You're the one paying the money for the game. And if at the time we can't, we hope you understand. You know, we're all adults here. We've played with us long enough. You know, we believe that you guys know we're not going to just do it just out of spite or just to annoy you or piss you off. We want everybody to be on the character they want, but slowly we're building this guild and it's coming along great, we think. And now it's time to take this step of, all right, now we have to restrict a little on the switching. You know, if we can make it happen, we're going to let it and make it happen. Plain and simple. Anybody else have anything to say?
Yes. What time is it so I can edit out this drama for my stream?
This ain't drama.
9:25.
Drama. Same role, different token.
All right. Go ahead and do your little chat there.
Okay. Again, key for this boss, like Kill Jaden, everybody is on his butt. You group up behind him, and that's because we're going to take a big soak damage when the tanks swap over, and basically everybody gets hit with a big cleave damage, but other than that, you always want to be on his butt. Ads are priority when they come out, and the wave menders have priority as of the ads. You need to interrupt them if you can, because those casts just add more stacks of hurt. Don't run if a gladiator is chasing you, even what DBM is going to tell you, probably run away. Don't do it. Just stack up. Doesn't hurt that much. Just nuke ads when they come out. They come out a lot. If you get the Aqueous Burst debuff, you have to get out of the raid. Get out of the stack. Usually the easiest place to go is to the right. To your right as you're looking at the boss. And just drop it over there. It's a 6-second debuff, and when that goes away on the ground. If you drop that in the raid, we have to constantly move. It's a pain. At some point, he is going to do a draw-in, and he's going to suck all those puddles into him that are on the ground, and you basically just play dodge. You duck, dip, dive, and dodge, get out of the way. And then healers have their own rotation, because after that pull-in, there's some massive damage. What gets out of control is the ads, though. That's kind of a soft and rage. They just constantly come. That's pretty much it.
Alrighty, let's go shit.
Gotta drop your puddle outside the group. It's the big thing.
5, 4, 3.
Do you just like hit a random number on your keyboard every time you do a pull timer?
No. You can change the default timer in DBM.
I was really hoping you'd still raid with that bouquet of roses fit.
I'm trying to put rose petals on people. I never seen that warning from DBM when you don't have your main weapon equipped.
What did it say? You don't have your artifact on?
It's like, warning, your item level is lower than what's in your bag.
If you get the blue circle in, do you make sure to run it out of the group?
Is the draw and dodge?
Yeah, go ahead and try.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, and deadly if you get hit by driven or self, I don't know if it was brought up. Don't run.
Okay.
They don't do.
I'd listen to my own speech because it was brought up.
I couldn't remember. I just saw someone start to run and it just popped into my head.
Well, DBM probably screams at you.
It does. They're like,
And
shit be happening, move away.
Yeah. Interrupt wave menders as much as possible.
Healing cooldown not getting on that time.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
Get your circle out. Not in front of the tanks.
This is looking like it's going to be a wipe, possibly.
Just keep working it.
Which one do you want, monk or bit?
4, 3, 2, 1.
I would probably say healer.
They're both
healers.
Four
Which one had the
DPS are still
cooldown?
alive. I have raid cooldowns.
Yep.
Vitoro.
Save it. Save it to the drawing.
2, 1.
Fare thee well, cruel world.
Do you mean save the res or save the...
Bring him out a bit.
No, get him up, get him up.
Yes.
Burn AM.
Yeah, we keep going in the same circle. You running out and dropping them behind our backs is really making it rough on us.
Putting a pylon right on me.
Beware. 3,
Cat, go run on the boss.
1.
Get on the pylon.
Yeah, I'll jump by.
One's still up.
There we go.
Do you want a Jeeves instead of just the regular repair bot?
I already got Jeeves down.
I forget that there's a new bot. They're all Jeeveses to me.
There's like 5 different kinds.
Pretty much. There's only one Jeeves.
Alright, healing rotation set. Yay, nay.
Working on it.
I'll heal. There you go.
Let's not.
Hey, I can heal you too.
Take this rejuve and live.
Like, you
What'd you say about Jews?
Whoa. Gonna get Antifa called in here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. Let's not go that far. Next, I'm going to hear the terms jarheads and squids running around.
illusions?
Still working on it.
So what?
Why can't I pick it up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Hey. I think we'll get him before reset now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Frank.
This is Monk. I got.
What'd she get?
Next rotation.
Cool.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, it does get worse as the fight goes on. Makes a good point.
I'll call you. Gonna need 2 on the next one. This is my AM. Bet you save yours, need someone else.
Okay.
Alright,
She
Cat,
knew.
use your drink. Never mind.
There you go.
Much
easier.
easier. Be much smoother that way.
A lot less to worry about.
Why the Queen was fond of him, I'll never know.
Sis or miss?
Sisters is the only one that we've down so far, and Mistress would require a bit more coordination with Hydra shots, which we haven't played with much.
I don't know, you're doing good last time we were there.
It's true. That was a couple weeks ago.
Alright. That was the night I was beaten by internet.
Oh, we killed him.
Oh yeah, it's deep, Ma.
Who's gonna make the dark butcher's tank?
Don't tell Deadly anything.
Be on your guard. I doubt the spirits trapped here will be friendly.
She get the
Free
prize.
5K to the guild bank.
Love watching that dragon fly.
What dragon?
Oh, when I use Breath of Sargeras or Sargeras' Fury.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah, it is.
Freaked me out the first few times.
It does to everybody the first few times they see it.
Right, don't step in the puddle. You
Jack
still got the rider.
Out. They were so used to seeing Unholy, and then they got me, and then they're like, "Holy crap! What the hell was that?"
Oh, Jinx, did we ever test to see if your little grip triggered those pulls?
No, I haven't.
I don't think we're in the mood to even try it tonight. Ow.
Do you want to just hero and nuke this shit down?
Might as well.
I'm dead, so have one of the shamans do it.
Go hero.
Quickly, battle res me.
Uh-oh. So much trash.
I'm not there alien the crap out of them. That's the fun part about Frostbite. It's so much being weak. Want to touch the puddle.
Res coming.
We lost somebody?
I claim first blood, sisters. Goddess, guide your hand. I need a
target. Did we kill it?
Just make sure to tag the boss so you don't hit your hero.
Well, on the host.
I didn't reset mine.
You gotta tag her.
I claim first blood, sisters.
Get her tag.
Goddess, guide your
I got her.
Just punch her in the face.
Mungshu, you gotta punch him.
I'm gonna pull it again, Monk.
Lightning the guy and pull him out.
I claim first blood, sisters. Goddess, guide your hand.
Monk, use your lightning or something.
Yeah, this time you pull it and then run away.
Use the force.
The
Muncho,
dark force.
go hit the boss and I'll taunt. Trying to clear the hero stack off you.
Don't monks have like that flying torpedo stuff?
Not as a healer. That's Windwalker.
How about Jade Lightning?
I can put a blessing on you for physical damage.
Monk. Hit the boss, Monk.
What are we trying to do?
Hit the
We want
boss.
you to hit the boss and then run for your life.
Yeah, just run in there and hit it with your Jade Lightning or something. Anything,
You
just
got
go
the
and hit
hero
it with...
debuff on
Run,
you.
run.
There you go.
Run.
You got it.
Sacrificial gnome.
Speaking of that, where's Sam?
Yeah, he just
Probably at school.
All right. Now that that's out of the way,
This is
Oh, we
Nat,
need stacks.
do your thing.
Wait, we're getting stacks. Leave the room.
Oh yeah, we are. What the hell?
What the hell?
Can only go up now.
It got bugged.
Can we pull her again and clear it? Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. We're getting good at this.
I think it just wears
Okay.
off anyway.
No, it doesn't.
Now, Nat, do your thing.
Okay, on the ground is the moon. And from right to left where we're looking now, like it's dark right now, there's going to be a light phase of the moon that moves from right to left. When it gets to the far, when it's a full moon again, only a light moon, come two huge abilities. And that happens every time the phases of the moon get to a full moon again. It just keeps cycling, so you kind of got to pay attention to the floor. You're going to get stacks, like we all just got stacks of ourselves right now from the dark side of the moon. And once that gets up to, I think like 8, 10, if you're in double digits, it's too high. And how to get those stacks off of you is you just go to the other side of the moon. So as the eclipse is coming, you just hop over it and get into the light side and then stay there. When your light stacks get up to like 8, 10, then you move to the dark side of the moon and stacks and your light stacks drop, and vice versa. So you always kind of have to be aware of that. When it does become a full moon, that's when everybody has to collapse. And we're collapsing for heals because there's a massive debuff on everybody. It's a shield that they have to heal off of you. So we're grouping up for group heals. Along with that, in the first phase, there's also the incorporeal shot, which is like the big arrow that Kill Jaden was doing. It's the same thing. Everybody stacks up. Whoever gets the shot on them just steps beyond the group and positions the group in between them and the boss and try to hit as many people with it as possible. Those are the two big abilities. The other one, and that's phase 1. So then phase 2 is we get a new ability and the incorporeal shot goes away. But we're still stacking. Every full moon phase, no matter if it's light or dark, you have to group up and stack on the boss, on the tanks. In the second and third phase, the only thing that's different is we get the glaive. There's a big glaive that'll go through the middle of the room, and we're going to be constantly positioning her to avoid that. And then as it hits one side of the room, it's going to come back as 3 glaives. When they all hit one side of the room, they're going to come back as 6 glaives. Try to dodge them as much as possible. Like, the game is to dodge it. To step out of the group to dodge, so be it. Just try not to go too far. So you've got all that stuff going on, and then we're going to get volleys also. If you get a volley on you, you got to try and get away from everybody, and don't put it in the middle of the room. We're trying to put all the volleys on the outside of the room because it sucks. They take forever. They're a big circle on the ground, and it hurts. In the last phase, I forget what it's called now. It's a separate kind of volley. It's a debuff he'll get on you. You have to place that on the outside of the room also. It puts a big purple circle on the ground. Those take forever to go away, so try and stack them as close to the other one as possible, but keep them out of the middle of the room because we have to keep moving her, and we need her. If you block off all the paths with the big circles, it's chaos. So drop your debuff stacks by jumping to the other side of the eclipse. Group up when it's a full moon. Incorporeal shot, move the shot through the middle of the raid. Make sure everybody gets hit by it. If you get a volley debuff, move outside of the raid. Dodge glaives. It's chaos fight. We'll try and call stuff out as much as possible.
Everybody good?
Oh, Lunar Beacon. That's what the other purple circle's called. If you get Lunar Beacon, you gotta get out of the raid. Move it to the outside of the room and try to get as close to another one that's already on the ground as possible. Try and overlap them. So stacks are getting high. You want to hop over into light.
Stack. There'll be Trank and Spirit.
Stack on tanks.
Now.
Bring it through the raid. Stack up.
There'll be Revival and Spirit Link. Monk and Chi. Now.
Bring that through the grade. You want to hit people with it? There you go. Alright, so hit add also.
They'll be find him and Vitoro.
but not in the volley.
Now.
Get ready to dodge glaives. First one's out, 3 are coming. Man, they're missing all of us. Just dodge little ones. It's about as good as it can be.
Will be me and you stacking into the Frank. Frank now.
Bring them up.
To the volley. Dodge. Glaives out. Stack it.
Okay, use your healing side.
Push it.
Oh, thank God.
Still stack for shot.
Yep.
Cat, go through.
Dodge glaives. More glaives.
Save it for now.
Hero.
How the heck did I die from the shot?
Kurt, clear your stacks.
Put beacons on the outside.
Get up.
Sorry, that was bad placement on my part. Let's see you guys there. Or running there, rather.
Stack it.
Healers, use your cooldowns as you see fit.
We always try and go for a cat person, get near him.
Beacon and
Glaives.
Chi.
Must be a Red Bull.
Jesus, it's mana time.
Oh, and I died right away.
I was trying to use a cooldown on you, I couldn't even use it.
Stack in.
3, 2, 1.
Bring it through.
He's gonna solo it.
Okay. Dodge glaives.
And now we have one healer alive.
Is it seriously just me?
Oh no, never mind. I didn't realize we had 6 healers.
She's still up.
Yeah, I thought it was just 5 healers. I didn't realize we had 6 at the moment.
Beware.
Sorry, Tran.
Bringing her back.
The other way.
Stack.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I didn't see the jump.
Sacrifice.
Dodge glaives. Oh, that one came right through.
Well, you two can do it. Keep everybody up. Have the DPS who get incorporeal shots sacrifice themselves.
Yep.
Unless they can solo it, in which case, yay.
Beware.
Oh, how'd our little mage die?
Lunar beacon, 668,000 a tick.
Stack up.
That's unfortunate.
4,
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Oh.
You still got it, so it's alright.
Nice. One
Ooh,
shot.
And it's anger.
Guys coming.
Finally, best in slot legendary.
Yeah, it's one of the best in slots.
Take a look, Mav.
Oh, thank you.
Alone. Forgive us.
She's holding
Oh,
something.
look at that. A Sentinel's medallion.
You don't need it.
Fuck you, I'm using a regular one. I want 15 more item levels.
Yep. But yours has a socket. I thought yours was a 910.
No, 900.
Huh. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I'm going to be rolling on it too, you know. Because I've only got a 900.
Game on then, mage.
I should roll on it because mine's only 935.
Yeah, the difference is you've already won something, Mav. I haven't.
I don't have one, but I want it.
Yes, but there might be other casters who haven't won anything either.
I have a new trait available.
Alright, I'll start at the top. No tier.
Alright, great job, guys. That was our first one shot on that bitch.
It's a chaos fight. That was good.
How come I can't see the rules for it yet?
I haven't activated all the rolls. I'm doing the feather right now. I'm checking to see who's won something. Trinidad has not won something. You get the feather.
Wait. No, I want it. I don't wait. Do the trinket first.
Oh, fuck, really? Okay, we'll do the trinket first. Alright. Me and Trin basically are the two. You win the trinket.
Oh, that makes me feel so much better now.
Alright, well, being everybody's won something on the feather, it goes to Cat. Belt goes to...
tonight?
Huh?
Did Vit win something tonight?
Yep, Vitoro won the... Yep, great belt. Yeah, everybody who's rolled on it's won something.
Dodge the puddle.
And the helm goes to Monk.
I put up a marker. That's enough.
Well, it's not fair to Deadly.
She's walking around it.
See that? First raid and she walks around it.
I'm out of these runes, and I got a trait. Do you mind if I hearth? And come back real quick.
Yeah, we're just doing trash.
Sounds shady.
I'll be right
Oh.
back.
Volnus rolled the Sentinel Medallion with a socket. Even better.
Oh.
Turns out I didn't need it after all, Mav. Don't you just love how luck works?
I wouldn't know this raid.
Holy shit, like everyone disappeared.
Yes.
Good luck.
Not like I'm already dead. I'm dead.
I just need a gem. Luckily, my wife is a jewel crafter, and she can make me the newest top-of-the-line gems.
Nice.
I have gems if you need them.
I didn't know that they put out the jewel crafting recipes yet.
Not the helmets, but the gems they do.
Oh, damn.
What?
Yep.
Helmet?
Plus 200. Jewel crafters get patterns for jewel crafting helmets in 7.3, but they aren't out yet. It'll be next week before they unlock that quest.
Oh. Kind of like engineers, sort of.
Yeah, almost identical, except for they can be obliterated up to 930, 935, whatever. But you got to get Primal Sargerite to change your Obliterum into Primal Obliterum to upgrade them. And it can only be used on the new shit. Can't be used on the old stuff.
They can make plate.
Yeah, jewel crafters can make every gear type crown. And it's random stats, so you can get a ton of mats and roll on it.
Do you have to be a jewel crafter to wear it?
No.
I didn't see that anywhere on it, no.
So that's better than the engineer one. You have to be an engineer.
Yep.
Yep. But there's that, and all the other crafting classes got something. Like Taylor's got, I think, legs. Leatherworking got shoulders, and then gets plate, which I've unlocked the plate chest, but it takes 10 primal sargerite per chest. It's kind of fucking ridiculous.
That's a lot.
Are they buying?
And 120. Yeah, it's 125 ore and 10 primal sargerite. No, they can be traded.
Engineers got a couple little toy type things, but no gear.
Yeah, engineers and enchanters and inscriptionists got shafted the most. Scribes just got a Vantage room.
Well, actually, do we still get to use our boon of the whatever engineering enchant? Maybe stuff will drop for us.
Nope, not for new stuff. Yeah. You don't get any new stuff.
Engineers got fucked.
Yeah, engineers got it. Pretty much everybody did to a degree except for jewel crafters. Jewel crafters got 4 new gem patterns and the 4 new helms. I mean, blacksmiths only get 1 plate chest. That's it.
Remind me what engineers got again?
I don't even remember now. What works? Give me a second. I can find out though. You just pull it up.
But speaking of the new gems, we're gonna start stockpiling some new gems in the guild bank. Whoever wants to donate some ore and crush it, that's awesome. I'm gonna be farming here in the next couple days for some. We want to get everybody with them in their sockets, but we're not going. It's not going to come from the guild bank if it's a 900 piece. 915 and above, we're fine with that. But if it's 900, 910, you know, it's not.
Use your own crap.
Yeah. I mean, because that should be replaced pretty damn soon.
I do want to get that new alchemist stone.
I can go up to 935 too, right?
Oh yeah, the astral alchemist stone's badass.
I just linked the 2 things that engineers got: a teleporter and a little rocket boots thing.
The increased jump. I do like my wormhole generators.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know what the versatility on that is at 935?
Nope.
A lot more.
It's a lot more.
Ooh.
I'm coming back, by the way.
We can summon you once.
I have Concordance 6 now.
5 Primal and 75 Astral Glory in order to get the recipe.
Yeah, I've already started with my druid on the alchemy stuff, and I've been farming ore on my DK. I already sent a 200 stack to Reyna, and I've got another 100 and something farmed up.
Yeah, I haven't gone through on my Berber yet.
Just got 90% reduction.
Come on, people, they can take that shit off. Do your jobs.
Hey, I only have so much mana, okay? And that thing eats my freaking mana.
Well, we have more than just one person who can do it, though.
Yeah, I mean, I can take off 5 stacks before I'm sitting at like 2 to 3% mana. And it takes almost like 8% to 10% per.
We have our brand new Shadow Priest. Yeah, but he doesn't play Shadow very often.
Nope.
I logged on my Shadow Priest the other day, and holy shit, dot damage is retarded now. I'm not even that high geared. I'm only like an 895. My weapon is only like a freaking 880. And I just went around dotting stuff and putting 2 dots on, and it was dying.
Yeah, vampiric
just
touches.
Put the 2 dots on, run away, and then watch things die.
Yeah, I was just like, I was doing one of the PvP world quests, and I was just vampiric touch and shadow word pain tab, and kept doing that and like just running around doing it, and nothing ever really even got to me.
Or really did any damage. Yeah.
I tell you what got freaking amazing is the AoE on Demon Hunters. I pulled like 8 or 10 mobs and hit like 4.5 million burst.
Same time as last time? Or same thing as last time?
Yeah, he's making up the groups now, I believe.
Yeah, working on it.
I was more talking about me and Kurt jumping between realms.
Yeah.
Here, let me go Arcane.
Let nothing stop you from doing what needs to be done.
I'm hoping to get a freaking Arcane Legendary soon. I've yet to get a single one. I think the boots count as one though because they're universal, but other than that, I haven't gotten a single Arcane Legendary.
Arcane specific?
Yeah. Like I said, I got the boots, the Norganons, whatever, and they say the universal ones count as either. So it technically gives me one, but I haven't got a second one. So I'm actually a bit surprised.
That's why I don't really count universals as a spec-specific thing.
Yeah,
They just kind of screw with you is all.
Well, I mean, it's like I said, I haven't gotten any other one than that. I've gotten 2 for Frost specific and then the universal one, and that's all I've gotten. So I should be hopefully soon. Hoping I get the right one. I can't even remember which one it is. The ring would be awesome, of course, but I doubt I'll get that lucky. I think it's the legs. No, it's... Where the hell was it? It's legs, yeah, the Mystic Kill to the Rune Master.
Yep, that one. Does Arcane even have a wrist? Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one doesn't look that fun now that I look at it.
Remember, you put bottom heavy with heels, top light.
Yeah, we got 3 down there now. Okay, so there's these fonts around the room. If you click them, you swap between realms. Right side is corporeal or regular. Left side is the spirit, and that's how you swap. That's how you swap between those. That's going to be key because you probably are going to get kicked down into spiritual realm, and to get back or vice versa, you need to click on that font and then get back over to your side. This fight is a shitstorm. You don't really need to know the bottom because you won't be over here. Deadly. Top, you are going to get cries. It's this big purple cone thing that shoots out from you. You want to try and put them behind the boss or as far close to the side there.
You want to get him back where the skull is.
If you get hit with these tennis ball looking thingies, basically you have to bring those together. We're going to put a flag in the middle. It's basically a chains between 2 people. The only way to break it is to get close to that person. Do not go chasing the other person into the other side because you'll start doing big AoE damage to everybody on the other side. So if you have the chains, I swear it looks like somebody's throwing tennis balls at your character. Just move over to orange and we'll start yelling at the other person to get there too. The only other thing you have on your side is the collapsing fissures, these big purple things on the ground. Just stay out of it. Anything on the ground is bad. kill the ads when they're up. They're going to have this bone armor on them, and you won't be able to do much damage. The shadow side will come over and take that debuff off, and then you'll be able to nuke them. The two big ads, the Queen and the Soul Engine on your side?
Yeah.
Those are going to be up for a while. We're just going to be constantly DPSing them when the ads aren't up. At whatever 30 or 40%, the big guy in the chains back there that's screaming is going to come live, and me and Herschel are going to taunt him back and forth. DBM is going to scream at you to run away. Don't move. Everybody just stacks up on the tank, and you just sit there. It's all you got to do in the last phase is just sit there and DPS whatever's on your side. Every 15-20 seconds we have to taunt. And every time DBM's going to tell you to run, but we don't do it like that. You just stack on your tank and help soak the damage it does and do as much damage as possible when it's on your side. I've never done the regular side, so I really don't know.
Let's get this fucker down and then a full day of Mistress.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Sorry, talking. Well, I got a screenshot now. I'll pay attention. Usually I just kind of throw people wherever so they can learn. But that was regular.
Actually, since Trin's up top, I don't think we'll have any interest getting them bone shields up.
Oh, I don't think so either. That's what I was looking at.
Almost done with the cast. That's coming soon.
They are.
Bone cage is off.
Vario can pop if nothing's on him. We're gonna need a DPS or two to go up. They're all down.
How did everybody end up dead?
Beware.
Not at the moment.
We got Trin and Quinn up there.
Did I get all the bone armor?
We had ads.
have the soul mine, you'll just end up killing yourself. Wait in the
It's
middle.
gonna be in the middle. I got felt back that I think.
We have one Vitoro up and another one coming up in 7 seconds.
Beware.
Okay.
Oh, that was bad.
Okay, I was thrown back, and I was just coming off of being put in the middle to meet with someone. And I'm told I can't go past the middle, so...
That was just shitty timing.
Get the spirit.
It's got hectic pretty fast.
It's a lot of ads.
Remember, we got a battle res.
Guess that would have been on me.
Is there a pylon up?
Yeah, at the front. The entrance.
So many souls to serve us.
We want to do one more.
Might as well. We're here. We're res.
Are you gonna have to adjust the groups when you're eating left?
What?
Yeah, she woke up at like 3 o'clock this morning. She's pretty well out of it. She told me about 30 minutes ago she was having problems focusing.
Ventress, do you know the shadow side?
Yeah, I know both sides.
Bring you over.
All right.
Now you're gonna drop it half an hour after Master Res?
That was just a minute or two.
What?
No, feast.
Anybody have questions? That was the time to ask.
What is this game we're playing?
It's called Death. I did forget to mention the little green waves on the ground that fire out. Those will do a kickback. You can dodge them pretty easily. They are hard to see, and usually when you get hit by them, it's at the worst time. Really doesn't do a ton of damage. It's just super annoying and usually puts you in a spot where you don't want to be.
Oh, that's awesome.
We all agree.
I didn't even have to say nothing.
Well, my mom wears the pants in my parents' relationship, if that says anything.
Is that why you're so screwed up?
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright, let's kill shit again.
That's great.
4.
Just want to say, fuck you all. I hate you. And kill this shit.
Hey, is there any reason that only one of these fucking font things is working?
Is that all the bone shields, or needs another one more?
They're down.
You'll batch up.
Beware.
Try and get the spear.
Whoever gave me the costume, thanks. I actually really like it.
Gee, you should drop healing ring a little bit with your set 4. Reskin healing rings, they don't.
It's up, I see it.
They must have reskinned it then.
They changed the audio on all of the Pele heals too. Oh,
So cool, and the effects.
Not bad. I honestly didn't think you were rounded up because I couldn't see it.
Like a big light blue puddle now.
Yeah, that sucks to notice.
Yeah.
Beware.
spear.
I've been putting bestow faith on people going to the spirit realm. I think it's helping a little bit.
Okay, shields down, interrupt the spirits. I don't know if we'll get any more spirits down the bottom.
Trinket spear.
We have 2 battle rests.
Oh, they're all on your side. Wait, Ariel's over here.
Yep, you're gonna have to summon through those.
3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna head up to Corp to help out with that.
Trinket spear.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Run away, little girl!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ew. Keep that stupid ad up. Forgot about that.
4, 3, 2,
Well, it's either try to keep one up or we're gonna need to push the phases faster.
Yeah, so we don't get that last group before.
Yeah. Or once we get to that point, literally stop everything we do in the hopes that we'll actually get another group on the spirit side.
A couple of things I know from last week.
Jason.
What? You don't want to go again? I can run out. I'm just gonna die here anyway. I guess I could hurry.
Portal coming. You got portals up.
We're all done now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Come in,
That was a good night.
kill him, and
Okie
we'll
dokie.
be on to Mistress, so we should get her next or tomorrow too. We did really good attempts on her last time we were on her.